I think I've taken. You guys are Eurasian bastards that occupy the Horn of Africa. You guys are Arabs that migrated from the Middle East to Egypt that occupy North Africa. Mm-hmm. You may have, quote unquote, mixed in with the Berbers and the Amazigh, but fundamentally, North Africa has been colonized by the Arabs. It is now a complete Arab territory, although you may have some minorities here and there. So yes, in case, just to make it very clear, for all the quote unquote horner animals, right? The quote unquote Eurasian bastards who make up the Horn, the quote unquote Arab bastards who make up North Africa. Okay? Okay? But it makes it very clear. Only black Africans can claim to be African. And only black people in the diaspora can claim to be African. So yes, a Jamaican will be put over a Somalian. A Jamaican will be put over an Eritrean. A Jamaican will be put over a Djiboutian. A Jamaican will be put over an Ethiopian. A Jamaican will be put over all of North Africa because they possess the indigenous black DNA. They're not compromised genetically the same way the Horners are. Now, I think I'm going to wrap this up if I go. But this is my sort of final speech. Pan-Africanism, the new version, the updated version, right? And you're gonna start seeing this because you're seeing more and more black Caribbean nations, trading with quote unquote black African. I mean, Barbados, is literally having. Okay, area was maybe 20% DNA, right? But they still have an 80% black indigenous African DNA. Most of them have been able to maintain most genetics. Compared to the Horn, a lot of you guys are over. You have majority Eurasian DNA. Most of you guys. North Africans, majority quote unquote non-black DNA. The Horners they're not going to do shit. Okay. So before I go, let me say this one last statement, and thank you, Kazu, for letting me know so I could do my last statement here. Because of course, you had this animal from North Africa, because he was bug broken by the Arabs, right? He was genetically altered. He's essentially an Arab bastard in North Sudan, and because the Arabs don't claim, he wants to come here and cry. No, you're not African. Okay, obviously you got triggered, you were screaming, you were hopping from North Africa to North America. It doesn't matter. Okay, you're not African. But I'm just gonna say this one last thing before I hop off, and I'll let we fill into 2023 have the floor. Yeah. Pan-Africanism from this day forward will be black centered. It will be black centered. Okay? When you see a black African walking on the street, if you are a Somalian, you get on your knees. You walk the other way. When you see a black African, if you're a Horner, you submit and move out the way. When you see a black African, if you're a North African, you submit and move out the way. You get in line and listen to what black Africans say. Okay? When we tell you to jump, you jump. That's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work. And maybe we can save that, quote unquote, you pathetic Horners. Disgusting. You can call it Penn Subhead. Yeah, you can say it. But you are not invited. You are not included. Okay? You Horners, stop calling for Africans. Call yourselves, Habesha. Call yourselves Eurasian. North Africaners. Call yourselves Arab. Don't call it African. Okay? African is reserved for the quote unquote black African indigenous groups. Not a bunch of not a bunch of animals running across the horn. A bunch of subhuman species in North Africa. No. When a Bantu speaks, you submit. If you have less than 80% black blood, you submit. You shut the fuck up. Melanin has to be over 80%. Black blood has to be over 80%. You must have, you must have Sharia hair. If your nose is straight, if your forehead is big, if your hair is straight, if you're light skin, pale skin, mulatto, you need to submit and get the fuck out the way. That's how it works. Submit, because let's go. A lot of you Horn of Africans, right? Let's keep it real. Your Eurasian forefathers, okay? Your Eurasian forefathers came into the Horn of Africa, dropped nuts. They dropped all of their nuts in the Horn of Africa. And that's what you are. That's what you are. They dropped their nuts, their cum, on the Horn of Africa. And you became Eurasian bastards. That's what you Horners are. What's up? Nah. Babanda Baya. First of all, the East Africans are okay, right? The East Africans are black Africans. First of all, the East Africans are okay, right? The East Africans are black Africans. They're fine, right? They can be a part of Pan-Africanism. But when it comes to these Horners, no, you guys are a different species. Okay? You Horners are a different species. A different species. That's the reality. A different species. And right? So you know what? You're nothing more than quote unquote Eurasian cum that was dropped on the Horn of Africa. Don't you ever compare yourself to black Africans. And when it comes to North Africans, you're nothing more than Arabic bastards. And so both of you are going to be excluded from Pan-Africanism. That's the reality. And a lot of these Horners need to bend over and let these Eurasians fuck them in the ass. Because that's who they are.